listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football and Turkish Super Lig podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmet Turgut. Welcome to another edition of Turkish Football Podcast. Next 15 minutes, we'll recap what happened on Wednesday and Thursday. Well, I could say this before I start on Wednesday match that Galatasaray hosted Manchester United. It was the darkest Thursday that we witnessed for a long time that we did not witness. Yes, two of the teams that plays in the Europa Conference League had the darkest Thursday. They looked awful. I'll talk about that, but first, it was a good Wednesday for Galatasaray team and Galatasaray fans playing in front of 52,000 people in Ram Stadium in Istanbul against Manchester United, even though they did not start the match very good. But it was very important for Galatasaray coming back from 2-0 deficit to tie the match 3-3, thanks to Manchester United goalkeeper Onana also. Let's face it, we're going to talk in details about this match. I think this match needs to be talked more because right now, Galatasaray is the only team that represents Turkey in the big league, Champions League. And they have collected 5 points. That is good. But we cannot look this match as a tie, as a good score. That's another story. Because remember, in every podcast that I talked about, when you're playing at home, whether it's a Turkish national team and whether the teams that playing in the European competitions, you need to win your home matches. If you don't, this is what's going to happen. In the beginning of this tournament, I said Galatasaray needed to win their home matches. They did not. That is why Galatasaray has to go to Copenhagen, beating Copenhagen. Because if you look at the percentage that the second team will advance to next round, looks like Copenhagen. So Galatasaray has to put not 100%, 150% on the pitch. The reason why, if Galatasaray would have started this match against Manchester United in very cold and rainy day without Ndombele and Torreira in the middle, Torreira is your workhorse. And Ndombele, the guy don't like to run in the midfield. Okan Buruk, in this case, it made a huge mistake. Another thing, Davinson Sanchez, injured, not playing against Manchester United, was a huge loss for Galatasaray. And 2 quick goals scored by Manchester United when it was 2-0. Galatasaray midfield did not look good, and the defense. Kaan Ayhan is not defender. Kaan Ayhan is midfielder. And you need to put Kerem Aktürkoğlu instead of Ndombele in the first half, not the second half. I mean, you could have done that in the beginning of the second half, not later on. When the second half started, you should have Kerem Aktürkoğlu there. Mertens played very good match against Alanyaspor, but he did miss chances here. Icardi, even though he scored 1 goal, it was like not even inches that the referee called for offside. That was not offside. Let's talk about the referee. Yes, referee made 2 crucial mistakes. One, that penalty kick and the handball before the second goal that Manchester United scored. Yes, there was a handball there. But the VAR system didn't okayed it. As far as the offside, Icardi, that was the only shot Icardi took in that match. Icardi had many chances. Icardi did not look good in this match. He was marked good, but also he had an open net, very good chances to score. Icardi did not score. You know who scored Galatasaray's both of the goals? Or two of the goals? Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech scored two of the goals with free kick. And if you look at those free kicks, the first one, it should have been called off because you had two players, Galatasaray players, that was right in front of the Manchester United defense that was blocking. It should have been at least 3 inches more going towards their player. But the Manchester United defenders, the wall, made a huge mistake. They did not put anybody in the back of those Galatasaray players. And Ziyech saw that. They opened the gap, and there it is. Onana made his first mistake. The second mistake was awful for Onana. I don't see why Altay Bayındır does not play for this team, Manchester United. So the third goal, after tying third goal with Kerem Aktürkoğlu. What a shot. I think he's going to win the goal of the week. And Kerem Aktürkoğlu goal got a golden 1 point for Galatasaray. Now, it's been 13 weeks in the Turkish Super Lig. It's been 5 weeks in the in the Champions League. Okan Buruk, in every match, he has different players. Not so much on the up front. On defense, also in midfield. So, Okan Buruk, he has to stabilize his first 11. He cannot do that. Now with Sanchez being hurt, we don't know if he's going to play against Copenhagen. And then looking at Wednesday, all the games on December, pretty much every teams, starting with Galatasaray and Fenerbahçe, have a very busy schedule coming up in December. Very busy. Every 4 days, they are going to play matches in the whole month of December. Get ready for non-stop football. So I talked about Galatasaray 7 minutes because I wanted it is up to Galatasaray and Okan Buruk if they want to advance to the next round. Because right now they have 5 points. And Manchester United is the last team in this group, Group A, with 4 points. Copenhagen, they are looking good. They also have 5 points, but they're right now second place. Galatasaray is in third place. Bayern Munich with 13 points, they're in first place. So, it is a must-win for Galatasaray in Copenhagen in December, I believe 13th, if I'm not mistaken, and 12th, December 12th. It is a must-win for them. It is a must-win for Okan Buruk. So let's see what happens, but I can tell you one thing. Copenhagen is a very strong team. Now, the darkest night of Turkish football since 1970s. Yes, first at home, the chaos team, Beşiktaş, lost to Club Brugge 5-0. We know Beşiktaş has a lot of injuries. But tell me, whoever officials of this Beşiktaş team, the current administration, what kind of vision that you had a transfer season that you got all these garbage players? The chaos team, Beşiktaş, will have elections this weekend. There's 2 candidates, Serdar Adalı and Hasan Arat. Beşiktaş in debt, financial problems. Everyone is promising something. Listen, Turkish football is not going to get any better if you change your people that come in to make a name for themselves in these clubs. You have to change this. The Turkish clubs need to be managed better. I don't care who comes in. We will talk about this a year later, and the fans is going to be against whoever is the CEO and president. That's it. As far as Fenerbahçe, you're the top team in your group, right? Going into Nordsjælland Denmark team. A tie is good for you, okay? And you have 9 points, right? And they have 7 points. You know you're going there, cold weather, in Denmark. Nordsjælland is not that great team. It's a town team. And you're Fenerbahçe. You had the biggest transfers of the season. First 10 weeks in the Turkish Super Lig, and also first 3-4 weeks in the Conference League, you did great. That's why you were on top. But getting scored on with this team, 6 goals, 6-1, it is a shameful. It is awful. That's why it was an awful night for Beşiktaş starting first and then Fenerbahçe. Now Fenerbahçe has to play their last match against Spartak Trnava. Fenerbahçe with 9 points, Ludogorets with 9 points, and the team that beat Fenerbahçe, Nordsjælland, 6-1, has 10 points. It's a must-win for Fenerbahçe also. So, after that dark Thursday in the Turkish football for teams Beşiktaş and Fenerbahçe, we're back to our own mother league. Yes, our own mother league starts today, right? Week 14 starts today with 2 matches. Hatayspor will host Antalya. Fatih Karagümrük will be at home against Istanbulspor. Saturday, Alanya will host Konyaspor, and Rizespor will be at home against Başakşehir. Adana Demirspor, the team that lost the 3rd place with 23 points, will host Samsunspor. Pendikspor, the last match of the Saturday, will be at home against Galatasaray, and we'll see what happens there. On Sunday, Kasımpaşa will be at home Gaziantep. On Sunday, there's very important matches coming up because there's 2 teams with 23 points. Trabzonspor will be hosting Kayserispor, who has 23 points. And Ankaragücü will host Beşiktaş, who has 25 points. So we could see the 3rd place team change. Probably on Saturday when Adana Demirspor wins against Samsunspor. But Trabzonspor Kayserispor the match will decide who will capture the 3rd place. If Beşiktaş wins in Ankara, Beşiktaş will still be on top of in the 3rd place. As you know, the 1st place team, the disaster team that lost 6-1, is Fenerbahçe. 2nd place team is Galatasaray with same points. So they both have 34 points. This is it. And I could tell you one thing. It is going to be busy December coming up. Because just looking at December matches, like I said, in every 44 days, most of the teams, especially Beşiktaş, Galatasaray, and Fenerbahçe, will play for a match every 4 days. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.